Yeah, and it's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright. Yeah, day and night, the night. Urban therapy with Sun Show. Sunday, feeling kinda good, yo. But nothing like a good night's sleep. And what you sow is what you reap, yo. Sunday, urban therapy with Sun Show. It's gonna be alright, yo. Everything is gonna be alright, and everything is gonna be alright. Hold your head now, and everything is gonna be alright, and all be alright. Don't be down. Check it out, right? So tonight, today, on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, we are talking about how it feels to get banned from something. How it feels to get banned from something. You know, when you get banned from somebody, from somewhere, that means that you can't come back. You are restricted. Somebody is at the door saying, don't let him or her in no more. And some people don't seem to really care about it. As a matter of fact, some people seem to want to get kicked out of things or whatever. I don't know what's behind that. But for other people, getting kicked out of things, being put out of things, being restricted from things that they were once involved in can be very disheartening to them. It can be, it can be a place of regret. And there's so many ways to get banned or barred, and there's so many different places that it can happen. So if we try to act like it doesn't really matter to us whether we get banned from something, kicked out of something, or whatever, well, we're going to get some examples together and see what we can find out and see what we can see. Urban Therapy with Sun, yo. Yeah. Urban Therapy with Sun, yo. It's good to see y'all coming through, yo. T. Carry right morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your sight. And Stacy White, what's going on, girl? Good to see you coming through. Oh, it's our world. And you think it's not, but it is. Going to talk about getting banned today. And it is what it is, yo. Starting out, Urban Therapy with Sun Show. And we're down. Fix this camera a little bit. There we go. We only need to see what we need to see right now. So yeah, y'all. So getting banned from something, as far as I'm concerned, that could be a serious thing. It can have dire consequences if you get kicked out of the right place or get kicked out of the wrong place. I guess you could say, if you ever get removed and kicked out and restricted from some place where you really want to be, yeah, I can imagine what kind of problems that would create. So we're going to get into it. Yes, we are. We're going to get into it. Yes, we are. Urban Therapy with Sun. Yeah, we're started. You know how we go. You know how we do, how we are. Yo, my man, Ja. Yo, thanks for coming on through. Thanks for sliding by. Sunday morning, yo, stretching, yawning. I'm feeling good. A new day is dawning, and it is upon us to make it better for ourselves. Weed it up like a sweater and sweatshirt with the hoodie. Yo, I got a good show for y'all. Yeah, it's a goodie word. Getting banned from something. How it feels. How it feels to get banned from something. Have you ever gotten banned, cut off, excommunicated, put out, kicked out? Don't come around here no more. And then when you start talking about a ban, you have a temporary ban, like when you in Facebook jail. I know all about that. And I've seen that kind of affect people really negatively, getting banned from Facebook. If you are an avid and regular social media user, and then all of a sudden your routine is interrupted by a 24-hour ban, a 72-hour ban, a 7-day ban, or a 30-day ban, it can get on your nerves, and it can, make you feel some kind of way. People act like getting banned off of social media is not a big deal, but when you think about it, you meet a lot of people on social media when you're active. So all of the friends, all of the contacts, all of the interactions that you have built up during the time that you've been on social media, when you can't access them anymore, when you can't interact with them anymore, basically it's like You can't run ball with us no more. You can't play with us anymore. Why? Because you did something that the teacher didn't like, that the boss didn't like, that mommy didn't like, daddy, whatever. Like, it may not be a big thing to everybody but for people who use it regularly, it can get in the way, and it does get in the way. So we're going to talk about that among other things that can really, really have dire consequences. And we're going to talk about how it feels to get banned, barred, restricted, kicked out from those clubs, organizations, entities. We're going to talk about the family too. The family, the church. You can get banned from a few things that you may not really think about. And shit. You ever been? I know people who got kicked out of their neighborhood store. You get kicked out of how do you get banned from the corner store? Yeah, I've seen people get banned from the corner store. Don't come back in the store no more. You don't come back in here no more. And they meant that shit. You got kicked out of the corner store, homie. You know what I mean? You need a bag of you want a bag of chips. You want some cookies, you know what I mean? Drake's cakes, tasty cake, a Hostess. You want a Twinkie. You can't go in the store. You want a pack of bubble yum. You can't go in the store. Maybe you tried to steal something from the store, or you were real disrespectful to the store owner, or whatever the case may be. And we taking it all the way back to the days of the Chinese store. Chinese people don't really, or Koreans or whatever, don't really own the corner stores anymore. But they did. They did in the late 70s and all through the 80s. Now, in New York, they call the Latino-owned stores bodegas. We don't call them that. It's the Poppy store around here. Poppy store. And I don't know if they've ever kicked anybody out or banned anybody. Not sure. But I wouldn't say it was out of the realm of possibility. Papi, no entra, no más. You entra no más. So anyway, let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from 11 a.m. till around 12:30-ish. And the reason that we say 12:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is a Sunday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see how the universe interjects us into this thing called the world and this thing called life. We try to figure it out. How does our personality fit into this thing? We play in the sandbox and on the merry-go-round, push each other up the sliding board, push each other on the swings, play on the monkey bars and all of that kind of stuff. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show, and I am feeling great to be with y'all today. What a day! I'm feeling all right, and I hope you are too. And y'all know what we about to do. We about to have this conversation, me and you know how we do. No patience, no impatience. Actually, we wait on each other. We do whatever we got to do. We brothers and sisters, and we don't miss a chance to get together. It's like this or that, and keep our pockets fat. But we ain't all about that money. We trying to do something funny and have a good time and clear our mind and see what other realms of thought we can find. And it's yours, it's mine, what's mine, it's yours, and you my girl, and I'm like your boy. But everything is gonna be all right. We do this thing in the day and not the night tonight. All right, Veronica Freeman, ready? Oh, Veronica. Oh, Veronica, girl. Oh, Veronica. Oh, Veronica. What's going on, Ronnie? Okay. Stacey White says, I got kicked out of the corner store. But did you get banned? You can get, getting kicked out is one thing. You might have been in the store talking shit, or maybe they didn't give you back your change and you went off on them or something like that. Getting kicked out is one thing. Getting banned is a whole other thing. And the funny thing about it is, we don't really think about the gravity of what being banned from anywhere is until we actually get banned. Like, damn, I would get kicked out of here on a day where I need a couple of onions. I ain't trying to go all the way to the market to get no onions. Yeah, you fucked around and got kicked out of the corner store. You got banned from the corner store. Now you got to pay one of the kids on the block to go. You got to give them a little shopping list for the corner store. Yeah, listen, I need 3 packs of oodles of noodles. Get me 2 shrimp flavors and a chicken. And you know what else I need? I need 3 batteries. I need 3 AAA batteries and shit. And you know what else I need? Shit. All right, get me 3. Give me 5 peanut chews. Give me give me 10 squirrel nuts. A box of Mike and Ikes. A bag of barbecue chips. Some cheese popcorn. You think if I go around, you think if I go around there, they gonna let me in the store? You think they still mad? Yeah, you don't be thinking about what it means to get banned until you're banned. And then you realize how you may have to depend on somebody else because you can't do for self anymore because you done got kicked out. You done got pussy. Get the Get out. Hey, yo. Yeah, I put my feet. Yeah, I put my feet on you. I put my feet. Don't make me have to put my hands on you, though. Yeah, come back around here and see what it's hitting for. Pussy. Go get your brother. I don't care. You can go get your brother. You can go get your uncles. Go get your dad. No, I know you can't go get your dad. Getting banned, baby. Stacey White says he was Arab and and I believe he was racist. Oh, okay. So, you know what? I don't know. A lot of stores in the Midwest, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, I guess. I know Wisconsin over in Milwaukee. Y'all have Arabs. Y'all be calling them Arabs. The damn Arabs. See, we don't have that. We don't know Arabs run those stores in Philly. I ain't never been into an Arab store. Now them goddamn gas stations all day, but no corner stores. They ain't getting nothing. There ain't none of that. Crown Fried Chicken, Kennedy Fried Chicken, Lincoln Fried Chicken, that type shit. All right. But yeah. So how it feels to get banned from somewhere, how it feels to get banned. Have you ever been banned from somewhere in your life? Have you ever been banned? Banned? Have you got kicked out permanently? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Yeah, it happens. I mean, like I said, you don't really think about how it's going to affect you until you actually get banned. And sometimes you get a chance to witness somebody else getting banned from somewhere, and you try to make sure that doesn't happen to you. But depending on where they got banned from and how they got banned, you can kind of see the writing on the wall. Like, yeah, I'm probably going to get kicked out of here one day. Like, if you got kicked out of a group, if you got kicked out of a group somewhere, whatever group, whether it was an online group or an actual physical group that you were a part of, let's say you were part of some type of fundraising organization or some type of community service organization or whatever. And you can kind of see that the person or the persons or the people that were running the group kind of reveled in and exercising their power in a negative way towards their members. So you can see like they would kick people out in the drop of a dime, or they would manipulate ways to be able to kick people out. And you can see that they would kind of make a spectacle of the people that they kicked out to try to set an example. And really it's to give people a visual warning of what will happen to them if they should engage in any type of misconduct towards the group. So you may have seen somebody get kicked out of a group and you really felt like it was unfair. Like, they ain't really do shit. Why would you kick them out for that? And you not letting them back in? No, we're not letting them back in. Once you do that, you banned from this group. They can go start their other group, or they can go over to them or whatever, but they ain't getting back up in here. And you see that some people with absolute power, you know, how sometimes they just take it too far. And you may have seen that, and you're thinking to yourself, like, yeah, it won't be too long until I get kicked out too, because I don't agree with what they did. And I know that I would probably do the same thing in that situation. And I don't, you know, so there may be times when you decided to remove yourself before you got banned. Because you can see that the people who were running the organization may have been very confrontational, very manipulative, and very, very negatively controlling. And you probably wasn't with all that. Like, we not gonna do it. You know, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it anymore. And it'd be like that sometimes. And you know, in your case, you may have seen the writing on the wall. And you said, well, it ain't gonna be too long till I get kicked out. And some people fear getting kicked out so much that they may have adjusted their behavior or did things that they really didn't think were right, justified, or even good to do. But they did it because they, you know, some people can't deal with not being included anymore. And we may need to have a little conversation about that. What it means to you to not be included in something. Like, getting banned is one thing because you were once part of something, but not being included in something from the beginning, something that you may have wanted to get into or be a part of, and somebody told you that you don't meet the specifications or the qualifications that it takes in order to be a part of this. Unfortunately, sometimes it's some shit that I have a forward-thinking person or a self-confident person like, man, why would you care about being part of that shit? You gonna let them motherfuckers, you know, get your blood pressure up all high for what? They a bunch of cornballs. They a bunch of suckers. They whack. Yeah, and that's the way you feel, but that may not be the way the person feels. That may not be the way another individual feels. That may not be the way that somebody who is close to you may feel about it. So, you know, where there are areas, groups, organizations, entities, and whatever that you don't give two shits about being a part of, somebody that you may be involved with or have involvement with, care about, love, know, they may really take that seriously. And you know how, like, when you were a young child, like, all right, by show of hands or show of participation, any of y'all who have been kicked out of places from a young age or banned from shit at a young age, please let me know. Holla at the God. I just want to see. I just want to see who has experiences, you know, like I do. I'm trying to think. Like, at a young age, I wasn't getting kicked out of places, but I always got right up to the line of being able, getting ready to be kicked out. School. I've never been kicked out of school for academic reasons or whatever, and really not even for behavioral reasons, but my teachers and other authority figures at the school would kind of get in my parents' ear, like, listen, the boy's smart and he's very bright, which is very intelligent, but he don't like to listen. He has this rebellious spirit, and I don't really know what's going on with him. He just seems to be rebellious for no reason. Sometimes he just don't want to do what people say, and the problem is he'll say it. Like, I gotta do what you say. I don't remember saying those things. It's not out of the realm of possibility because I say it now. I ain't got to do nothing you say. Make me. Go ahead, put your hands on me. Make me. So, but I didn't get kicked out. Normally, I got removed just before the kick out. All right. So, but yeah, there are some kids who showed out when they were young and they got kicked out of places. Like, you can't bring your babies around here no more. Bring your babies around here no more. They can't come into this store. They be stealing. You know how I be feeling. You lucky that I didn't call the cops. You coming in this store again. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something, and you're not going to like it. So, yeah, if y'all have ever been put out of somewhere permanently, temporarily, you know, let me know from a young age. All right, let me see. Okay. All right. My man Josh says, I don't know the feeling of being permanently kicked, being banned. Okay. TK Wright says, I've been kicked out of Facebook groups. I've been kicked out of so many Facebook groups. I don't even take it personally. But because I got kicked out of them for all the same things. Promoting this show. They're like, listen, you gotta participate in the group. You know, you can't just be throwing up your show, you're posting your show every day. And I'm like, some groups didn't want me posting, you know, some groups don't allow advertisements of any kind. I understand. But honestly, I don't really want to be in no groups where I can't promote my shit. Because that's what I'm really here for. But I get it. So yeah, I've been kicked out. I've been kicked out of Facebook groups that really didn't make no sense to be kicked out of. Like, I've been kicked out of Spice Gang twice. Spice Gang? What do you have to do to get kicked out of Spice Gang? Posting my shows. I kicked out. I actually think that there's one of the admins in Spice Gang that, you know, I'm not friends with. Yeah. No. But yeah, I've been kicked out of a lot of Facebook groups, you know. But I don't know if I've been permanently kicked out. Some of them I have. I think some of them I've been blocked from. Whatever, you know. So one thing about social media is that you can easily rub somebody the wrong way and be totally oblivious to it. I mean, because we don't see each other. And you don't know what the things that you write or the way that you respond to people, you don't know how that's going to make anybody feel. Some people can't deal with it. But that's social media. And I've been in Facebook jail. I don't know. I'm thinking it's going on like 10 times now. There have been times when they said that I was banned for 30 days and I was still posting. I was like, well, they ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. But that added to my tally. Job Big says other than ex-girlfriends. Well, is that a band though, Ja? Did they kick you out of their crib or did they kick you out of their life? You know, because getting kicked out of an individual's life, is that ever really permanent? Can it be permanent? I'm not so sure. Because you can reach them, you can contact them, you can find them in some way if you really want to. It may be a violation, but you can get it done. But there have been people who have been kicked out of their families or kicked out of their family homes. Permanent? It may have been permanent at the time. Whereas, I haven't been to my family, I haven't seen my family in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I've known people who have gone that long without interacting with their family members because they was on the outs. And that's some serious being on the outs. So being banned from a family, that's something that I would take very personally and very seriously. I wouldn't, come on now. I mean, the very foundation of my existence, why wouldn't I be able to come around? Well, people do some things to be put out of their family. And what do you have to do to make your family not fuck with you anymore, not deal with you anymore, not have contact with you anymore, to tell other people in the family not to have contact with you anymore? Well, we've heard stories of some things that we may not even be privy to having information about, like when people get kicked out of their families for religious reasons, let's say, or should I say cultural reasons. You may have Indian friends, you may have Arabic friends, not necessarily Arabic, but so-called Middle Eastern friends, Semitic friends. I ain't talking about no Jews. They talk about they the Semitic peoples. No, they're not. They're a bunch of Europeans that went down to where the Semitic peoples live and try to regulate. That's what Israel is all about. But yeah, you may know some Semitic people or some Western civilization people where maybe the rules that they grew up with or grew up abiding by, the cultural rules, forbade you doing something like having premarital sex or marrying someone outside of your religion or choosing a profession that wasn't accepted by the culture that you came from. And they may have banned you from their family. Was it permanent? For some, yeah. You have disgraced this family. 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 Win, lose, or draw, it happens. And you may know some people where it happened. But I know getting banned from my family is something that I know would affect me. And I ain't feeling that. Okay. Rest in peace, Alpo Martinez. He was shot and killed in Harlem on 147th and 8th this morning. Alpo. Now, Alpo killed what's the famous drug boy from Harlem? Rich Porter. He killed Rich Porter, got away with it. But Alpo he's been in the underground news a lot lately. And people have been wondering for years, like, how is Alpo still alive? So they finally got him. They finally got Alpo. Alpo Mart. Wow. Okay. Yeah, from Paid in Full. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alpo. The real Alpo. Yeah. Job Big says, not mine. Blocked on all. Blocked on what? All social media platforms? Let me see. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. Thanks for coming through, my brother. Thanks for coming on out. It's Sunday morning. Yeah, it's no doubt. Appreciate you. And he says, what up, everyone? I don't like making my welcome where I don't belong. With that being said, such as life, nothing is permanent. I could dig it. But what happens if you really did want to belong? I mean, you can be put out of something that you created yourself. You can build an organization, but then bring in other resources from other places and all of that shit and get put out of that shit. It happens. Get put out of your own shit. Get put out of your own shit. Did y'all know that Facebook is changing their name to Meta? Now, I don't know if they're going to change the name of Facebook, but yeah, they say they are. It's no longer Facebook, it's Meta. So yeah, I'm going on my Meta account. Meta? Yeah, Meta. I saw it on the news the other day. Yeah. TK right says. But don't know why he even went back uptown. Because they always do. They always do. But I mean, damn, when you think about it, 30 something years later, Rich Porter got killed in 89. 89? Let's see here. Since we're talking about Alpo. Because you could consider Alpo to have gotten banned from his neighborhood, but he really wasn't. Alpo Martinez. This motherfucker got Wikipedia. Born on June 8th, 1966. I guess they don't know he got killed. Okay. Infamous drug kingpin Alpo Martinez reportedly shot and killed in Harlem. Real name Alberto Martinez. Look at this. They got this shit in big letters. Alberto Alpo Martinez. Alpo Martinez was a drug dealer. They got drug dealer in letters big as shit from Harlem who made an obscene amount of money selling heroin and cocaine on the whole East Coast. How do you an obscene amount of money? It was obscene? AZ Phazon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what that's what they call him. All right, AZ Phazon. Alpo started to move up and change drug dealer. Harlem eventually became one of the biggest drug dealers in New York City. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, mean, it's a hazard of the game. You know, it's a hazard of the game. I mean, born June 6th, 1966. You lasted a long time after making an obscene amount of money. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm your host, Sun752. And today we are talking about how it feels to be banned from somewhere, someplace, something. How it feels to get banned. Out, 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 out. Get out. How it feels, baby. How it feels. How does it feel to be on your own? Like Rolling Stone. All right. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, getting kicked out of your family for cultural reasons or for other reasons, it can weigh heavily on a person's heart. It can weigh heavily on a person's emotions because you may be the type of person that really loves your family, really cares about your family, was instrumental in building your family and took pride in family business. And when I say family business, I don't even mean like a monetary business. I'm talking about the business of your family, like, you know, the day-to-day operations of what happens in your family, you know, the care that goes into, you know, taking care of your loved ones, from your grandparents all the way down to your youngest nieces and nephews, that type of thing. And maybe it may have been something that you were particularly proud of. Imagine getting banned from that. Well, people have been banned from their families. Many fathers have gotten kicked out of their homes, get kicked out of the house. Some for good reasons, or so-called good reasons, and some for not so good reasons, bad reasons. You know, nonetheless, we see the effects of what happens when a father is banned from the home. You know, possibly he tries to keep up his interaction with his children, and then after a while he steps off and gets blamed for it. It happens. Now, that's not the way that it always happens, but we made note of examples of when it happened, something just like that. Nonetheless, when a parent, whether it's the father or the mother, is cut off from having interaction with their children, that's not a good thing. Now, what happens if you ban the father from the family for good reasons? Maybe he was inappropriately touching or interacting with his own children or with other family members. And I'm talking about when it's true. I'm not talking about when it's perceived. I'm talking about when this is an actual fact. This motherfucker has been molested and raping and sexually assaulting his daughters or sons or other family members, whatever, for the longest time. And people kept trying to sweep it under the rug of the family. Like, yo, we don't want this to get out. We not that kind of family. We don't want nobody in this type of family business. We want to keep this private. We'll handle this family business amongst ourselves. And a lot of times it never really gets handled amongst themselves. They just try to keep it a secret from anybody else from knowing. And you may get kicked out of your family because you reported that somebody sexually assaulted you, raped somebody else, or yourself. Unfortunately, that happens too. And you may know of examples where that happened. Somebody finally got the balls to report that somebody was mistreating them and abusing them. And because it would have shown a negative light on the entire family, then they kicked that family member out for snitching, for telling, for shaking things up. Yeah, we all kind of knew what was going on, but you know, we had it under control. Have you ever seen a family situation where that was the case? Yeah, we had it under control, and you want to go out and blast that shit out to everybody outside the family. Well, now you outside the family. Really? Really? Well, that's something that can weigh heavily on somebody's emotions. Understandably so, in my opinion. Like, I got kicked out of my family for stopping my family from disrespecting and violating my family. Wow. Well, yeah, unfortunately it happens. Unfortunately it happens. Okay. TK Wright says, don't know why he ever went to Harlem. Narciso says, like Bobby Brown getting kicked out of NE. Yeah, but as you can see, that wasn't a permanent ban. He got kicked out, but he wasn't banned. You know? Like, I think what they did with David Ruffin is they tried to ban David Ruffin from being in the group. Like, they didn't just kick him out. Bobby Brown had something to do with his own being kicked out. He kind of, you know, Bobby had a little substance abuse problem at the time, and that was getting in the way. Not only that, but you know, he was a rebellious ass dude, that Bobby Brown. A little rebellious. Okay. But yeah, he did get kicked out in New Edition. But was he banned? Was he banned, Norris? Was he banned? They had to get him up out of there for good. Don't come to no more of these rehearsals. When you think about it, getting kicked out of New Edition was the best thing that ever happened to him. I mean, it didn't seem like it at the time, but he went on to make way more money than they went on to make. He made more money by himself than they made combined. But I'm sure he probably didn't feel that way at the time. But yeah, that's a pretty good example. Bobby Brown getting kicked out of New Edition. And it's funny because depending on which New Edition member you talk to, they try to dumb it down. Like, it wasn't really a kick out. It was more like a, just a removal so he could TK Wright says the streets don't forget Alpo is now banned from Harlem. I'll say. Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. Carol Chamberlain, favorita. What's going on, Matt? Stacey White says, if you get banned from something, that should be very disheartening. It could be. Bobby Hill Cisse, Barbara Hill Cisse, Bobby Cisse is all up in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah. Yeah. So we're talking about how it feels to get banned from something. Banned. Many people have gotten kicked out of a like a casino. Like, they'll ban, let's say you're good at gambling. So you good at counting cards. They find out that you counting cards at the blackjack table, and they will ban you from that casino and ban you from they will put the wire out and let all the casinos know, like, this motherfucker over here cheating. How is counting cards cheating? How is that? So they don't want you to get good at a game. Just play and let luck let luck be a lady tonight. No. The thing I would like to know is, how do they know when you're counting cards? Because I think that there have been times when I was suspected of counting cards because I wouldn't play every hand. You know, I'd be at the blackjack table. You know, I played like I wanted to play. So I would let hands go by. They expect that every time they start a new hand that you going to join in. Sometimes I'm like, nah, go ahead. Yo, drinks girl, bring me over here Black Russian. I used to drink Black Russian at the table. Yeah. So yeah, so I noticed that the pit boss would sort of give me that look like, what you mean? I'm like, I play when I want to play. It's my money. So I would pace myself because I like to gamble, but I really just like to play. So yeah, but you'll be put out and permanently banned from a casino if they find out that you learned how to win because you counted cards. Yeah. Now there must be another strategy about counting cards, because just counting them like 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, like you know that there are four decks of cards. Like, how do you count them in such a way when you, all right, I guess 4 decks of cards, four of each sequence in every card. I mean, in every deck. So like you have a 4 diamonds, 4 clubs, 4 hearts, 4 of spades. So you do that with the face card. I've been trying to figure this thing out for years, but never really delving all the way into it. But I'm curious. But yeah, they will ban you, and they will tell all of the other casinos. In my case, like down in Atlantic City, they will tell all of the casinos. They will give them your information and let them know. Watch out for this guy. He counts cards. He'll clean you out. Banned. Now that has dire financial consequences. For you, if gambling is a source of income for you. Now you can't gamble because you got banned, kicked out of the damn casino for being good. If that ain't some hating shit, what is? There's no way you're gonna clean the casino out of all their money. But they like, no. Shit, you fuck around, learn how to win. Then other people learn how to win by watching you, or you're probably training and teaching somebody, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Yeah. Banned from Caesars, banned from the Tropicana, banned from Wild West Bally's, banned from Showboat. I don't know if they have Showboat anymore. Banned from Trump. I don't know if they have any Trump casinos down there, but they used to have the Taj Mahal. They used to have just Trump casino. One of them shits. Banned. Yeah. Kick your ass out. Yeah, man. So, yeah, getting banned from some places. I mean, getting banned from a casino where you were gambling very well, that's like getting kicked out of your job. And some people have been banned from the premises of their job. And this is bigger than getting fired. You may have done something on the premises that prevented you from being able to enter. So your company may have been like, well, we don't really want to fire you, but what you did alerted security, and security says you can't come into the building anymore. So we pay rent inside the building. So, but the owner of the building says that you cannot come on the premises anymore. So we're either going to have to send you to another site where you can continue to work from us, or you're going to have to work from home if it's possible. But you can't come on the premises anymore. You know why? Because you have been banned. You know, you banned. Maybe it was a no smoking building and you were caught smoking. Banned. Maybe you really had to pee and you was caught pissing on the side of the building. They're like, motherfucker, banned. Banned. Yeah, you didn't violate any of the jobs policies, but you may have violated the building's policy, so you're banned from that building. Dire financial consequences follow. Dire financial consequences. Yeah. So where some people don't care about being banned, they don't care about being kicked out. You know how some people you may know seem to do everything in their power to get kicked out of this place and that place. Like to them, it's just like a game. And I have known people who actively tried to get kicked out of places. He thought it was cute. Like, yeah, I know that. I know I'm getting banned today. I know I'm getting kicked out today. I know I'm getting deleted, whatever. I know I'm getting kicked out. I go bye-bye. Yes, I do. I go bye-bye. I go bye-bye. Yeah. 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 Getting banned from somewhere. If I'd like to call into the show, I invite y'all to call in. The number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby, on. 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 Get your shine, baby. 319-276-6199, baby. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we're talking about how it feels to get banned from something. How it feels to get banned. First, you were an insider. Now you are an outsider. You can't come in. You're out. And we're not going to let you back in. No doubt. Yeah, you may not be in a good situation. But like I said, some people seem to relish in trying to get kicked out of things. Proving their rebel status. Confirming their rebel status. Then you have the people who relish in kicking people out of places. We'll ban you. We'll ban you. You get kicked out. You get kicked out. You get kicked out. Everybody get kicked out. Everybody out. That's how it turns out. All right, Norsil says, I've been banned from worse places than this. I've had to say that plenty of times. You know what I mean? People are always trying to kick me out of something. That's why I ride. That's why I ride on my enemy. Yeah. Getting kicked out of places. Permanently. Temporarily. Facebook jail. Instagram jail. They even have Twitter jail. Twitter jail? What do you have to do on Twitter to get your account banned for a while? Well, hold on, though. Hold on. Now, when you think about Twitter, like a lot of people would say, all right, so you got kicked out of social media. That ain't no big deal. Well, with Donald Trump, that was basically how he became president. That's how he became president. You know, through his interaction through social media, particularly Twitter. So when they blocked his Twitter account and wouldn't let him back on social media because of what happened on January 6th and his responsibility dealing with that, his accountability dealing with the January 6th insurrection, invasion, violation. Yeah, he wasn't able to connect with his followers the way he had previously been able to do. And that had consequences for him. It really did. That had dire consequences for him. And it still does, because they have exercised a permanent ban for him, which I'm surprised about. I really didn't think that they would permanently ban him. I really didn't think that would happen. I'm glad it did, but I didn't think that it would happen. The reason that I was glad that it happened to him was because I got so sick of hearing what the president tweeted out to what ridiculous tweet he tweeted out to his followers every day. I got so sick of him setting the news cycle day after day after day after day. And I mean 7 days a week, no days off. I just be like, how is this news? And even in MSNBC and CNN and other news outlets that may be supposedly liberal media outlets, they didn't they did everything to keep that man in power and keep him in the limelight, when the best thing that they could have done was ignore him. The best thing that they could have done was to stop putting him in the spotlight, but they couldn't do it and wouldn't do it. You know why? Because he was making them a lot of money in terms of ratings. A lot of money. And believe me, I don't care what they say, they miss that man. I don't miss him. You probably don't miss him, but they miss him because they miss that money, and it's all about the money. He was making them a lot of money by creating news headlines, and they're losing a lot of money now because they can't use him as a prop anymore to raise their profits. Barbara Hill Cisse says, I'm banned from renting from Hertz and the companies they own because I refuse to pay extra for rims and tires. Somebody stole extra for rims and tires. Somebody stole after my insurance company paid them. The audio is choppy for me. Anyone else having this? Let me see. Yeah, my meter is good. Meter is good. Meter is good. Stacey White says the people. People say they can't. People say they can get along without social media. That's how some people make their money, and I don't believe they could get along without social media if they got banned. Okay. Oh, it's choppy for y'all too? It's choppy for you too, Veronica? I don't know. Let me turn me up. Like, does it go up when I turn that up? Does it get a little louder? Let me get a little louder now. I'm gonna increase the gain. Increase the gain a little bit. Did it get any louder? Did it get any louder when I do that? In and out. Let me see, choppy on my end too. Yeah, I mean, that the bad thing about YouTube is that you can't make adjustments to audio or video after, like, during the stream. You have to make sure that everything is right before the stream. And I swear I did everything I was supposed to. I did everything that I was supposed to. So Emily Dunlap, she says, thought it was my phone. It is. It's all your phone. It's not my fault. I'm not even broadcasting from a phone. It's not my fault. There's no way it can be my fault. It ain't my fault. I take no accountability for this. I didn't do anything. Matter of fact, if y'all keep that up, I'm gonna have to ban y'all from looking at the show. Veronica says, I'm on my computer right now. Me too. It's your IP address. All of your IP addresses are messed up. All of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. Shout out to people who watch me on the computer. Shout out to those who blow me up and watch it on their TV. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate it. Appreciate it mucho. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. We're a little light on the likes right now. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. How it feels to get banned from something. How it feels to get banned from something. Talking about work, yeah. You get fired from a job. That doesn't necessarily mean that you got banned. You may have lost your job, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't come around anymore. When you get banned, that means that when you come on the premises, they already got your name, at security. Like, yo, don't let such and such up in here. They can't come up in here. They can't come in here? No, they can't come up in here. Let them know. Let them know. You're not going to come. You're not going to come, man. No. Can't come up and chill. Emily says it's never your fault. Thank you. Thank you for that confirmation. You're right. It's never my fault. Well, at least we know. How it feels to get banned from something. Have any of you ever gotten banned from something, ever got put out from something, ever got kicked out from something that you really wanted to be a part of? Have you ever been kicked out of something where it really affected you emotionally? Like, well, I know it's not the end of the world, but damn. Like, let's say you were young and something happened and you got kicked out of the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts. Like, damn. Like, maybe you were fighting. They don't allow that shit. You're supposed to be all about brotherhood, sisterhood, camaraderie, and team building. And maybe you got into a fight with one of your teammates and they said, all right, it's all your fault. You're out of here. You're out of here. Got kicked out of the Boy Scouts. Got kicked out of the Girl Scouts. So you don't know, because sometimes when you get banned from places, a lot of the times, one of the more disheartening things is that you're not able to interact with people that you were used to or that you like to interact with. Like, they didn't just take away your membership or whatever. They took away your contact list. They took away your ability to be able to contact somebody. You ever you ever get fired from a job and they take they seize your laptop and your work phone before you can get all your contacts out of that shit? Or maybe somebody else that got fired from a job or whatever. You've been trying to contact them. You only had their work number. That's all you had. See, I don't give anybody that I really know my work number. so I won't lose anybody that I ever wanted to keep around from work. But yeah, other people do. Other people do that like it ain't nothing. Some people use their work phone like it's their personal phone. I'm like, shit. I can see back in the day when you were paying for minutes and shit, and you figure, like, yeah, let the job pay for this shit because I can't afford it. But most work phones, your job requires you to have your location on at all times so they can track where you are when you taking their phone. And, you know, a lot of times they monitor. So they know what apps that you are using. They know, who you're calling, the duration. They know. I ain't with all that. When I turn my work phone in, that shit gonna be clean, motherfucker. Clean. I might restore it to factory settings. Like, here you go. Just in case y'all try to get some useful information out there. Like, oh, you had ain't nothing in there. But then my iPhone, you won't be able to restore it to factory. What? Yes, you can. No, but your Apple account will still restore everything. But you can do the phone. Okay. Damn, Nars. Choppy on your end too. Damn, choppy. Sorry about that, y'all. I tried, man. I tried. How it feels to be banned from something. People get kicked out of church. Banned from church. You're a religious institution. What do you have to do to get banned from church? Banned from a synagogue. Banned from a mosque. Banned from a temple. Well, what we have here. Adolf Hitler, Nazi Party, kill all Jews forever. 666. Oh, wow. This looks like a friendly participant. How's it going? Adolf Hitler, Nazi Party, kill all Jews forever. How's it going? Interesting name you chose. No, so it says being banned from donating plasma as a side hustle. Yo, I always thought that was real strange. Always thought that was very, very strange. Selling your blood on a regular basis. Good to see you, Adolf Hitler, Nazi Party, kill all Jews forever. Stacey, you said it's clear. Oh, you good to go? Okay. My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? He says, good afternoon. What did I miss? International now? Oh, good afternoon. What I miss? We international now. Yeah, we always international. You know what I'm saying? We go all around the world. And now, yeah. I can't find my baby. I don't know where. I don't know why. She has gone away. I don't know where she could be. My baby. But I gotta find her. Okay. Stacey says, I could see myself getting banned from church or asking for asking too many questions. Is that why you get banned from church? Is that what type time churches be on? Like, listen, don't be asking how did Noah get every animal on a boat. Don't ask that. Don't ask how big the boat had to be in order for him to get every single animal on there, including fish. 2 by 2, 2 by 2, 2 by 2, 2 by 2, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Don't be asking, well, if God washed the whole world away and 2 of every animal had to be put on the boat and it washed all of the human beings away, don't be asking how there were people there in Noah's village after the flood. Don't be asking all that. We're gonna put you out of this church for being a non-believer. We gonna put you out of this church and we ain't gonna reconsider either. We're gonna put you out of this church, put you out of this parish, put you out of this place because you disparage. We don't like your questions and we ain't taking none of your suggestions. You gotta get on up out of here. Don't never come through these doors again, my dear. And I'm tired of you. Don't be asking no more questions like you do. You trying to blaspheme this church and you getting kicked out right now. I know it hurts. Nah. Don't get kicked out of church, Stacy. But just remember that God loves you. They never said that people would. And so Jones says, questioning members of the church and get pushed away. Barbara Hill CJ says he picked bed bugs too. They said he had to have 2 of every single. It had to be two fish of every species, 2 whales of every. That's the only way it can happen. Now people say no, he didn't have to put fish in there because they could survive in the water. No, that's not how it went. No. Everything got washed away in the flood. So even the fish got drowned in the flood. Washed everything away. Miraculously, right after the flood, there were people there again. It should have been nobody left but Noah, Abraham, Shem, Ham. It was just those 3, wasn't it? Or was there 4? Shem, Ham, Abraham. Wait, do I even have Abraham right? First of all, there wasn't no Europeans in no Bible. Where did they get that shit from? What is an Abraham? Well, there was an Ibrahim, maybe. Ibrahim. But wasn't no Abraham. Wasn't no John. Wasn't no Peter. Wasn't no Dave. No, none of that. No. But, that might get you kicked out of some churches too. What you mean it wasn't no Europeans in the Bible? Well, it wasn't. How? Because it wasn't. But it was after the King James Version. Actually, before then. Well, the Romans, aka Italians, came up with the whole Catholicism, which spawned Christianity. And Christianity is the Protestants. People who were unhappy with the culture and the teachings of Catholicism. But it all came out of Catholic religion. They the original. So like Catholics are like GMAC. And the Protestants are like Cadillac, Pontiac, Oldsmobile, Chevy, pretty much. How it feels to get banned from something. Get banned. All right. Okay. Barbara Hill CJ says you get kicked out for not tithing. Ooh. They did it to some 90-something year old lady. Damn. Okay. Veronica says must have been environmental pollutant. It must have been environmental pollutant in the waters. You don't know what God be putting in them floodwaters, man. You know what I mean? You don't know what God might be putting in them floodwaters. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that shit could flip a whale and kill a great white. So he had to get a humpback whale, blue whale, all kinds of sharks, great white, hammerhead. What's some other sharks? Swordfish. I like swordfish. It's a good tasting fish. Steak fish. Narciso says sleeping with someone else's spouse is grounds for a church ban. It's funny how they tried censoring it for the children's sake. Ain't that some shit? Now it's funny because if it is found out that you're sleeping with one of the members' wives or whatever, or husbands or whatever, they might ban you from church. But if the pastor does it himself, he probably won't lose his position. But even if he does lose his position, he probably won't get banned from the church. No, pastor, you did a lot for this church. You was the president of the church, which is essentially what a pastor is. You was the president of this church. So we ain't gonna stop you from coming to church because, you know, by the sheer gravity of what you did shows that you need church. You need God in your life. You need guidance. You need salvation. But you make sure you got the tithe money. You gonna tithe over here and it ain't fun. You gonna give up this money. Narciso says, okay, wait. Ansel Jones says, getting banned from the table in the chow hall because you wasn't cool enough. I wait a minute. I had my first couple of years. What the hell?
60 seconds.
Veronica says he can beg forgiveness for weakness of flesh. I beg the Lord for forgiveness for weakness of flesh all the time. No, it says even the fish drowned. They did. They did. According to the Bible. Angels getting banned from heaven. Ain't that what happened to Satan? Tone starts. Yeah, you real late, man. We at the end. Now that we've come to the very end, his beats, my rhyme, our perfect blend. We are the ones all others admire. To be like us is their desire. Never get angry, always stay calm, yet do as much damage as a nuclear bomb. Do or say anything we made, we destroy all objects in our way. Shout out to MC Shan. Mick Shan. I like MC Shan. I always liked MC Shan. But yeah, man. Yeah. When you think about it, why would you ban anybody from church? How would the Lord handle that? Like, yeah, they didn't get their money, a worldly entity because I don't think you need. I mean, I might be wrong, and please correct me if I'm incorrect. I don't think that you're going to need a lot of cash when you get to heaven. If you get to heaven, if there is a heaven, I don't think that you're going to need. Let me put it this way. I'm going to take away heaven for a second. In the afterlife, I doubt that you'll need money. But I want to, speaking of the afterlife, because I have a question for y'all. You know how they say that when we die, when we pass, when we leave this dimension for another dimension, when we transition from this world into the afterworld, do y'all think, that we shed our physical body? We don't have a body going into the afterworld. But in this world, we identify everything by sight, hearing, touch, and all of that. So I'm asking y'all this. Do you think that in the afterlife that we have a physical form, a way to identify each other? Do we look the same in the afterlife as we do here? And I don't care whether it's in the form of when we were last here at this age, at whatever age that we die at, or an earlier version of yourself. Do you think that we have clothes on in the afterlife? How would that work? Or do you think that we all just a spirit that doesn't need to be physically identified? What do you think? I mean, even if y'all don't answer that right now, it's something to think about. We identify each other in this world by physical characteristics: arms, legs, body, torso. We use our eyes, our hearing to communicate, our mouths. In the afterlife, how do we identify each other? Or is it necessary for us to identify each other? What do y'all think? And I'm interested to hear what y'all think, because I realize that there's no way that we can know. But what do you think? In the afterlife, will you just be a spirit? And does a spirit need physical identification? Is the physical realms of thought strictly a worldly thing? What do y'all think? I think about that kind of thing a lot, but I'm interested to know what y'all think. And so says, why do you need a Benz to go to church? He also says the church turns into a fashion show, but we are all equal. Oh, but okay, all right. Stacy says, I hope I'm cute as a spirit. Me too, if it's necessary. But when you think about it, people who weren't so good looking, you mean to tell me in the afterlife, for all eternity, you won't be good looking? Damn, man. It's just something to think about, though. Just something to think about. All right, we're about to get on up out of here. Oh, yes, we will. Let's make it clear. Oh, what the hell did I just do? Okay, I'm good. I swear, I don't trust my own gestures. Gotta pay more attention. What I mentioned will put you on a pension. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 31st, Halloween, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Nikisha Clark, happy birthday to you, Nikisha. And also Brittany Dean, turning 35 years old today. And Christopher Sterling, happy birthday to you. And Analda Lopez, turning 28 years old today. And Nora Garrett, turning 53 years old today. And Rihanna Giserth Puello, turning 35 years old today. And Kathleen K, turning 27 years old today, and Cecilia Cintron, turning 37 years old today, and Sharon Turner, turning 40 years old today. Welcome to the 40/40 Club. Get comfortable. Yes, kick off your shoes and do whatever you want to do. And also Danielle Thomas, turning 54 years old today, and Amalie Elia, turning 26 years old today, and Tanika Alston, turning 49 years old today, and Carol Williams Dahlgren, happy birthday to you last but not least. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious October 31st, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, getting banned from something, how does it make you feel? Do you feel anything? You know, we could have gotten really, really deeper into this topic, and I hope that I did it some kind of justice. But when you really think about the people that you have known who got banned from somewhere or something, you know, was it fair? Was it fair? Do you feel like it was justified? Are you the type of person that we have been talking about today? Are you the type of person that relishes in kicking other people out or exercising your power to be able to remove people, which gives you ultimate power? That's your claim to fame. You know, there are plenty of people who relish in that. Yeah. You don't do the right thing, you don't do what I tell you to do, then I'll kick you out. I'll get you kicked out of here. We'll put you out of here. And you know, it seems to be a way of demoralizing someone, diffusing a situation that you didn't want to manage in a certain type of way. And then you have people, like I said, who relish in being put out of places. What's that about? Where's that coming from? What's that doing? I know some people who seem to be into that type of thing. And then you have some people who get banned, kicked out of places or whatever, and they have tried their damnedest to get along with people. But they may have some character flaws that just won't allow that to happen. Because they may not wanting to follow the rules is one thing. Not really understand the way that the rules are followed is a whole other thing. And sometimes we deal with those types of situations, personally, professionally, and in our interaction with others. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. That's how it's going down, baby. It's going down, baby. It's going down, baby. It's going down, baby. It's going down, down. Barbara Hill says, I just jumped in the tub and I often wonder if all spirits can see you, or only the spirits of the people you knew. Mm-hmm. Carol Chamberlain says, I think there will be a way to identify others, but don't know how, because I want to see my parents again. I'm just saying. Yeah. I thought about that too, Carol. Yeah. We want to see the people that we want to see the people who were important to us in this world. I wonder if we'll feel that way in the afterlife. Will we learn some lessons that we never would have thought possible in this world? Will we find out that nothing that we participated in this world is even necessary on any level? Will we find that out? We'll all get there, that's for sure. All we have to do is keep on living, keep on waiting. We'll get there. That is a guarantee. All right. This is what Guan. Let me throw on the music and we're going to get out of here. Let y'all go ahead and do the damn thing with the rest of y'all day. And I want y'all to have a good rest of y'all day without a diggity doubt. All right. I'm going to take y'all out of here how we came in here. Yeah. Let's get out of here, y'all. So, my Instagrammers, Fi Slammer Jammer, thanks for coming on through and let me exercise my grammar. I appreciate me some you. That's true. And you know that I do. Peace, you. Hold on, before I do though, let the beat play. Yeah. Word. Okay, y'all. Urban therapy for son, y'all. Yeah. That's how it go now. Urban therapy with son. Yeah. We do it on the one, y'all. Alright. Peace Instagram now. And it's going down. Yes, it's going down. It's gonna be alright, yeah. It's gonna be alright, yeah. Yeah, and for my YouTubers, you know just how we do this, y'all. And I'm getting back at y'all too. Y'all have a wonderful day, no exceptions. Be great on purpose. Yeah. Extend your service to others. Sisters and brothers and all kinds of fam, you don't run scam on the ones you love. No pushes and shoves. You wait, be patient, don't wait. When it's time for you to get yours, you make sure that you grab, but you don't have to stab or kill or shoot. Just make sure you get your loot, but don't make it the most important thing, king or queen. And you know what I mean. When the money is your god, things get kind of hard for you and your family. We ain't doing that kind of thing, yo. I know who I am and I know who you are. You's a star up in the sky, really in the universe. I kick this verse, the hearse, and that you get carried in when your life is done and you close your eyes for the last time, son. But everything will be all right until then, even though it doesn't seem when you are living your day-to-day lives. It's gonna be okay because I've just said that it would, and I know a couple of things. Let's get it understood. I don't know everything, and I don't really have to, but I love you, and I hope you love me back too. So I say peace, and I'ma release y'all for real this time. And I'm not a dime, I'm probably like a 7 or 8, but I still relate to y'all, and I really think that each and every one of y'all great. Peace, y'all.